Hey everybody, my name is Nir Bashan. I am the author of The Creator Mindset, a book on innovation and creativity at work, a top 100 nonfiction book of all time, which is very, very awesome. A McGraw-Hill release. You are on McGraw-Hill's Coffee Break, and we have a super special episode today. I have Anna Dearmon Kornick, who published a book called Time Management Essential. It is part of our new Business Essentials release, and these are they're super awesome, right? They're these little books, and there is nothing little about them because the ideas and the material is huge. It is like the fundamentals and years of wisdom and experience all boiled down into a little book. My guest today, Anna, welcome to the show.
Hi, Nir. Thank you so much for having me. This is such a pleasure, and I am so excited to be in your company as a fellow McGraw-Hill author. This is just really cool.
Oh, yeah, for real. No worries. Stop it. Bring it more. This is a really cool book, and before we dive in, I have to open it to the first line, and I know that Cheryl Segura was your editor by just reading the first line of this thing, the genius of Cheryl. So check this out, right? Put away your planner, close your calendar, set your to-do list to the side. You might even want to take off your watch for this. I'm about to share the secret to mastering time management, and it's probably not what you think on the first page, everybody. I am so in. Anna, why is this book so important for people to read?
Oh my goodness. Time management is everything. If we want to excel in our careers, grow our businesses, and live the life that we dream of for ourselves, it takes time management to make that happen. Innovation, collaboration, communication, advancement, none of that is possible without good time management.
And okay, I love it, right? I'm sold. I read the book. I'm sold. I know, but you might have the skeptics out there, right? And they're like, oh, I've got a planner. I'm totally time managed. I set 20 minutes in the morning to do my emails. Look at me. I'm super time managed. What do you say to people like that?
I say that is great. I am so glad that you've got a good start, but good time management does not start on the pages of your planner. And that's what so many people have backwards when it comes to thinking about time management. When we hear the words time management, we tend to think in terms of minutes and hours and how am I going to spend my day or what am I going to put on my to-do list? But where people are really, really missing out on the good stuff is when they don't zoom out and they think about their life as a whole. And the truth is that time management, good time management, knowing what to say yes to and what to say no to, and how to spend not just the next 5 minutes, but the next 5 to 50 years, that actually starts with a vision, which is one of the most forgotten time management strategies out there.
Anna, we spend our lives just I literally 10 seconds before we got on the call, I'm on the phone putting out a fire, right? There's something going on. I'm embarrassed to admit it, okay, but I will. I tend to run from fire to fire. It's it's always crazy all the time. And sometimes I don't have time to make that vision. I don't have time to do this incredible wisdom that you've collected into this book. How can this book help me focus on the whole?
Well, the first thing I'll tell you, Nir, is that I completely understand what it's like to run from fire to fire. Literally, I spent 10 years in the 24/7 world of crisis communications and government affairs, where every day is a disaster. Putting out literal fires and recovering from hurricanes and dealing with oil spills in the Gulf of Mexico. So trust me, I have lived that running from one thing to the next life. But the thing is that if we don't stop, if we don't pause for just a minute to actually consider what our vision is, what our values are, what our priorities will be set by someone else, and we'll spend our entire lives living based on someone else's priorities. I don't want that. I don't want that for you. And so that's exactly what I distilled into this book, is not only how to find that opportunity to pause and design your vision and understand your values, but I've also included some really simple and easy to do exercises that walk you through the nuts and bolts, exactly how to get there.
My guest today, Anna Dearmon Kornick, who wrote a book called Time Management Essentials. This is such a cool book, and it's small, so like you could totally just take it with you on a flight. I'm on airplanes all the time. I live on airplanes, so this is like the perfect airplane read. It is full of really great stuff to help you get a hold of time management, take care of your schedule before somebody else does it for you. An absolute great point. Anna, my last question is this: how can this book help us become more creative and more innovative?
Oh my goodness. Creativity, innovation happens when we're not looking for it. Okay? It sneaks up on us. And if we don't actually have time to pause and let the ideas come to us and let our subconscious go to work in the background, we're going to be constantly stuck in the weeds. And so this book actually dives into how to cultivate creativity by making time for rest, by making time for recharge, by spending time engaged in hobbies. And so often we want to say, oh, I don't have time for hobbies. I don't have time for rest. I don't have time to get coffee with friends. You can't afford not to. Your creativity can't afford not to. And if you are someone, which I'm sure so many people watching, you're a knowledge worker. You are paid for your ideas, for your strategy, for your ability to solve problems. If you don't have the time and the space to actually allow those ideas to form, you're doing yourself, your industry, your business a huge disservice.
Anna Dearmon Kornick, who wrote a book called Time Management Essentials, the tools you need to maximize your attention, energy, and productivity. This thing is a gem. Anna, thank you so much for writing this. This in the world today is incredibly important. I hope everyone who's watching goes and gets a copy. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Of course. Nir, thank you so much. It was my pleasure.